Hello. I know you're looking at this and thinking, that microphone doesn't work. You would be right. It is plugged into nothing. However, I feel like a microphone is more effective. So I've put because this video, I'm gonna be loud as fuck. Okay? All right. Glad we cleared that up. So I've just put my phone here for you guys. So you can hear me like the microphone's working. And it looks like the microphone's working. So really, what does it matter? Anyways, we're going to get into today's topic. I feel like I'm hosting the news with this microphone. I really okay, Maddie Dragsbake is one of my favorite YouTubers, and she uses a microphone, and I just feel like it's a great idea to actually use like a microphone. She uses one like this, not like a clip-on, which all YouTubers use. And it's like, I would so benefit from using one of these because I'm already loud, but this makes me look even louder, which is great, especially for a theme like today. If you've read the title, which it will probably be something along the lines of dickhead, exes, good men, and self-love. I would put in brackets in regards to dating or love, but that would be too long. But now you know. So let's just get right into it, because I say it's every fucking video, but I really don't want to fucking edit that much. Not because I don't like doing it, I do, but because your girl's graduating in 4 weeks and she's stressed and has work to do. So that's why. Wink. So, dickhead exes. Oh, scrumptious. Love this topic. You know why? Because I hate mine. Listen, I could genuinely sit here for days and tell you why the last person I was with is a complete fucking dick. Because he's a cunt. He needs help. Oh my God, the things I could call him. And all of them would be accurate. I wish I was joking, but I'm not. I could just sit here and complain for days on end without a break, okay? About everything that man did to me, to other people, is still doing, probably. Not that I fucking know, but probably. And, you know, like, I would still have so much more to say because of how much of a cunt he is. I thought I'd feel angry today, but I think I woke up feeling quite refreshed. And I'll explain that later. But, like, for the past few days, I've been very angry. Like, I fucking hate my ex. And the thing is like, this motherfucker will probably tell people he broke it off. Let me be real for you for 1 minute. Who was it that broke it off? Me, bitch. Me. Next. One of many things that is wrong with this man. Anyways. So, I broke it off around July, but we stopped around January, but we stopped speaking in February properly. So you're probably wondering, why the fuck are you speaking about it now? And in your last videos, you were like, you're doing good. I am doing fucking brilliant. Here's why I'm speaking about it. So I recently was dating someone, and I'm going to touch on this as well. This is the next subject, I promise. And I don't know where that is right now. I'll explain that as well. But the person I was dating is just like an angel on earth. Like, if I had to ask the fucking universe to drop someone in my life so randomly that was so perfect in personality, in looks, in that way, in how he treated me, it would be him. That is how perfect he is. Now, we are at the moment not speaking. Don't worry. Before you worry, it's not like how it was with my ex. That's not the reason. Don't worry. I will explain. But because we aren't speaking, I've had time to myself again. And because I've been dating this guy for a month, I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm alone again. Like, just in the sense of like, oh, shit, like, I have to be in my own company again, which is fine. I love myself. My ex can't relate. He fucking hates himself, and he really fucking should. But oh, I'm gonna do that too much in this video, you guys. It's it makes me happy. but that loneliness, or like not even loneliness, because I wasn't like, oh, I'm so lonely. Like I didn't feel like that at all. But it was just like that sudden back into my shell kind of thing made me go, holy fuck, like my ex treated me like shit, to the point where I'm like happier alone. And like, also what happened was, during dating this guy, I don't know if he knew this, because like I tried to hide it so much. I tried to hide it. But during dating this guy, I was trying to hide that I was getting loads of triggers. And I was getting so many triggers. Like, he's someone who like will read your message and then like reply it an hour later, right? And it's fine because like, you know, he's busy or he's out. But my ex is the kind that would read my message and not talk to me for days just because he wanted to. So for me, if I would see that he would read my message, I'd be like, oh my God, he's gonna leave me, he hates me because of my ex. Would I show that? No, I'm an A-list actor, bitch. Give me that damn Oscar, okay? But I was so angry because I was dealing with so many triggers, and I was speaking about it with my best friend, and she was like, it's shit because you, not only you, but you and the guy that you're dating now have to deal with that fuck's behavior and the consequences of his shit. And it's like, yeah. So that's why I'm angry, because I had loads of triggers come up, and I don't know, it just made me angry. This is going to be a very unhinged video, guys. But, okay, I just want to make sure it's okay. It's still going, guys. We're good. But instead of sitting here and being like, oh, fuck my ex, he's a little bitch, because he is. Don't get it wrong. He is. I would rather sit here and be like, here's how you deal with dickhead exes, okay? So I'm going to do that. And you're probably going to be like, Mia, you don't even know how. Yes, I do. Believe me. Believe me, I fucking do. I might not know how to get through my triggers with new people. That's something I'm still learning. The fuck? Anyways, that's something I'm still learning. But in terms of dealing with the dickhead ex, let me tell you how to fucking deal with it. Pity them. And I don't mean in a way of like, oh, pity them because like that will make you feel better. I don't mean it like that. You have to acknowledge why they're a dickhead. Because I'm not talking about the kind of dickheads who are like, oh, they were just a bit of a dick, like here and there. I'm talking about dickhead exes who are narcissistic, manipulative, abusive, and the list fucking goes on. Because my ex was all of the above, times 10. Times 10 again. Times another 10. Okay? So, I'm talking about very severely dickheads. Okay? Like, not, oh, he was a bit of a dick. Like, he was just a bit, like, he didn't do this and he didn't do that. I'm not talking about that. Those kind of people, you can very easily just leave. Again, I have experience. Those people, you can very easily just leave. I have an ex who was like that. He wasn't like, he was like, up until the recent guy I was dating, this is so funny, I feel like I'm having a therapy session. Up until the recent guy I'm dating, he was the nicest person I've been with. This ex that I'm talking about. Not the dickhead ex, yeah, this other ex. But he was still a dick. Like, he was just a dick here and there. But he wasn't abusive or manipulative or narcissistic. If I say this next thing, I'm going to get so judged. It took me a day to get over him. It's because, here's the thing. It's because this is what I wanted to talk about. There's a very fine line between being upset that something's ended and being so genuinely heartbroken because someone has destroyed you. There's like a really fucking fine line. Because like, okay, me and the guy I'm dating aren't talking right now. I'll explain that. Don't you worry. But am I heartbroken? No, not at all. Why? Because he's fucking nice. because he hasn't been a dick once. But would I describe myself as heartbroken? Actually, no, I wouldn't. Not the official time I left the last person I was with, because at that point, my head had checked out months ago. My heart was just ready to check out at that point. So, no, I wasn't. But the time before that, was I heartbroken? Yes. Why? Because you're like, why is someone that supposedly loves me hurting me? Here's what I'm going to tell you. This is the dickhead ex bit, okay? This is all it is. They are broken fuckers. They are broken and they only know how to break people. And I know, listen, hear me out. If this person, say you have a dickhead ex, like my dickhead ex, if that motherfucker goes and tries to find someone new, guess what? If you think that's gonna work, funny. Listen, these people, like my friend Susie yesterday was like, I'm trying to be the voice of reason with you, girly. And I'm like, it's not happening. Let me hate him. But during her voice of reason, she was like, in a few years, he may be able to have a healthy relationship. And I was like, shouldn't be a loud one, but sure. If we take the time to heal ourselves, if we go into therapy, if we take ourselves seriously, if we spend time alone, keyword, alone, then sure, that could happen. But if your ex is like my ex, who in the past and probably now, not that I'm aware of, but probably now is jumping from one girl to the next, promising one girl one thing, saying another to another, you think that's going to work? Interesting. And even if it did work, let's be real for a moment. Do you really want to be with someone who's narcissistic, emotionally abusive, and manipulative? Do you? Because I don't. Okay, so why, if this motherfucker comes near me again, I swear to fucking God, I'm getting the samurai out. You're going to ask me if this is real. It is real. I have two. My dad collects them. But this one's mine. I will get this fucking shit out. I swear to God. The idea, I can't. It doesn't cause a visceral reaction, but it causes me to be like, the idea of him just causes me to gag a little bit. I'm like sick in my mouth. Which is a relief. It's a good thing. But anyways, my point was, these people are broken. And if there's someone who hops from one person to the next, it's because they can't be alone. It's because they hate themselves. And it's because they're comfortable in toxic situations. Even if something seems healthy to them, they're so toxic that nothing therein could ever be healthy. The other person could be healthy, but they couldn't be. Ever. So don't you fucking worry. And I think the last thing I want to say on this is, I have this thing, right, with karma. Oh, my bestie karma. I have this thing where it's like, if someone does something really horrible, I'm talking like horrible, I need to know that motherfucker will suffer. For example, recently, this is a very, very fucking extreme example, by the way. Like, I'm not relating this to what I'm talking about, but I'm just giving you an example of when I feel this way. That young black boy who got shot in the head in America for going to the wrong house to pick up his siblings. I think it's a beautiful piece of karma that motherfucker is now in jail. He will die there because he's late in his life. He'll probably, and I hope, get assaulted so many times. And not just that, but the boy survived. Something so fucking extreme as well. Like that, a shot to the head and he survived. Like, it's crazy, but I think that's such a beautiful piece of karma. However, when the story first broke out, the motherfucker wasn't jailed, and we didn't know if the boy was going to be okay. And I swear to you, I was praying. I was praying, oh my God, I was praying that motherfucker who shot him would suffer. And here's the thing, I have this thing where I go, oh, but don't say you want people to suffer, because if you say you want people to suffer, that just brings it back to you. No. If you are a murderer, racist, homophobic, sexist, an abuser, a manipulator, a narcissist, someone who hurts girls, or just people in general, and still thinks they're all that, but also high-key fucking hates themselves, but won't get help, and refuses to become a better person, you see where I'm going with this? I hope you fucking suffer. I have no regret saying that in my heart whatsoever, because in my head, it equates to, I hope you get your karma, because that's what your karma is going to be, suffering. I feel like I should add like a ding when I smile, because I just feel like it really just is the cherry on top. Anyways, now I'm going to get on to good guys. And the reason I wanted to talk about good men is because I'm dating one. Ding! So, okay, the reason we're not speaking at the moment is because we're very different people. And I think both of us want to think about how the dynamic would work. And it might not work. And that sucks. The idea of that sucks. But the experience I had with this man was so beautiful. And I'm going to tell you about it a little bit. Not the, in-depth fucking detail, but I'm going to tell you about what it made me feel. And it's funny, because if you go to my last crying corner, I literally say, I went to my therapist and I said to her, I don't believe good men exist, and I don't believe healthy relationships exist, because my exes fucked me up so much. I was wrong. I'll never admit that again, but I was wrong. So I took a month to myself after I left my ex. And my best friend, she came over, she was sleeping over, we were in my bed, we were chilling, we were laughing, and she goes, let's download a dating app as a joke, and we'll just take the piss, not of people, but we'll just take the piss on the app. I was like, all right, okay. I'm a dumbass, because I didn't know what she was doing. But she was doing something. So I downloaded a dating app. Something I said I'd never do. But I'm not a pussy like my ex. Leaving the comfort zone? Oh, love it. What have I woken up with? I really deserve a Starbucks. I really, really need a Starbucks. Anyways, as I was saying, I swiped right on people I found fit, but I wasn't thinking about it oh, I would date this person. Oh, I just wasn't, that wasn't the route I was taking. But I ended up speaking to this guy quite a bit, and we got on. We just got on. And then we ended up speaking more and more and more and more. And when I was in France, we were speaking every fucking second of the day. And I was like, oh my God, his existence is not bothering me, because let me tell you, the hoes on this phone. Listen, before you judge me, I know I just called them hoes on my phone, because they kind of are. But they all know where I stand with them. They just all fancy me. That's not my fucking fault. What can I say? I'm sexy as fuck. I'm hilarious. And I'm magical. I hated that as much as you did. Anyways, a lot of the time when I'm speaking to new men, especially, because I'm still a bi bitch, and I've actually really enjoyed speaking to new girls, but they intimidate me. They'll just annoy me. Their existence will just annoy me. And it's not their fault. They're really probably nice, great people, but it's just I don't want to talk to you. I prefer being alone. But with this guy, I was like, I really like talking to you. And then as soon as I landed back from France, he said, when am I seeing you? And I was like, oh. because my fucking ex would never see me. I was like, this is nice. So then I saw him the next week. And then I saw him the next week. And then I saw him the next week. And we also had good sex. So what can I say? My vagina was also very happy with him. But this person is such a genuinely good person. I don't think I've ever met a nicer man in my life. Or a more genuine man in my life. And I do this thing where, like, if I'm grieving something or if I'm thinking through something and I don't know how to express myself and I don't want to message that person, if it's about someone specifically, I'll write in my journal just like about how I feel. And I wrote a little letter in my journal to him and I posted it, but I covered his name. So I was like, he won't know this is about him. This morning I woke up and that motherfucker was like, you're going to make me cry. And he was so sweet. But it's like, so we're speaking today, but I don't even know where this is going to fucking go. It might not go anywhere. And that's fine, because why is that fine? Because I had the most beautiful fucking experience with him ever. And I truly mean that. I really fucking mean that. He made me feel normal. He told me to stop apologizing for things that I would apologize for because my ex made me feel like I should. He genuinely cared about me and like didn't even have to say the words "I care about you." He just showed it in every single action. He wanted to see me all the time. He did see me all the time. We also had good sex. I'm gonna bring it up again. But it's true. And someone who just is so attentive to you and kind, even though they really owe you nothing. Yeah, I think dating this person has made me realize good men exist and healthy relationships exist. And I want to read the letter I wrote out, but my phone's upside down. But it was something along the lines of, thank you for teaching me that my ex was wrong. Thank you for being so genuine and kind and treating me right. I miss you, but I'm glad I experienced you. And I think you're amazing. And to that, he popped up and he was like, Mia, you're going to make me cry. And it's a shame that there's a possibility it might not work, in the sense of like, we genuinely do have not a lot in common. We have some things in common, but not a lot. And I don't know if that's a deal breaker, but as sad as it would make me, I wouldn't be wallowing here thinking, oh, I'm worthless, I'm this, I'm that because of him. I would sit here thinking, oh, okay, I'm actually worthy. Everything my ex made me feel, unlovable, worthless, useless, ugly, everything was wrong. And something healthy with someone, if I ever want it again, is possible. And so if you're in a similar situation to me or not, if you're in a very different situation, but you're just curious if good men exist and healthy relationships exist, they really do. And I did not expect to be sitting here saying that. It goes against every single whim in my body to say that good men exist. Oh, it hurts. That hurts. But it's true. And I'm very happy, no matter what happens, that I experienced that. Because I felt so loved. And I mean like genuinely loved. Not just, oh, someone saying I love you and then not showing you, and like actually like emotionally manipulating you like the entire time, but like someone who doesn't even need to say it and makes you feel it. So that leads me on to my next and final part, self-love. The reason I wanted to talk about this is because I've decided that if things don't work out with this person, which they may not, I don't want to be with anyone Although I have the chance, I wish I could go through how many men are in my DMs right now. I think it's like 20. I'm not even exaggerating. That sounds like I'm bragging. I'm not. I don't like men. There's like 3 girls there as well. And I'm like, oh, you guys intimidate me. But it's not that I don't have that opportunity. I think, and also like, I don't think there's such thing as people not having the opportunity. I think if you put yourself out there, you will always have the opportunity. But I realized because of how triggered I was during dating someone, how much I need to heal because of this fuckface loser. And that's normal. And you know what? Fine. Fine by me, bitch. I love my own company. I think I'm fucking hilarious. Also, I'm gorgeous. And I'm a bad bitch. Like, not just in how I look, but in my life. I'm a bad bitch. Who else can say that? Not many people. My best friend can. Love you, bitch. But I think it would be the best decision for me. And if something happens in that time, I wouldn't push it away. The same way that I really genuinely did not intend to date anyone like for a very long time. And I ended up doing it anyway. It was amazing. And so like if the opportunity falls fucking upon me again, I will take it up if it seems right for me. But other than that, I'm going to intend to be alone for a long time. Here's a fact that I keep saying in all my fucking crying corners about this shit. I have not spent more than 9 consecutive months in a row single since I was about 12. Do you know how ridiculous that makes me look? Because it is ridiculous. I love relationships, but I've gotten to the point in my life as an adult where I'm like, you know what? I would so prefer to be alone than be with a fucking cunt waste of space and air. Which younger me didn't know because she was a child, essentially. And then even when she was 18, she was making childish decisions. And now I'm 21 this year, and I know I still feel like a child. But aside from that, I know I deserve so much better. I deserve what this guy I'm dating gives me. No matter what happens with it, I know that now. And that's nice. And I'm still having moments of like, oh, I'm worthless, I'm this, I'm that, because my stupid fucking ex traumatized me. But it's fine, he'll get his karma. I have to remind myself, otherwise I really will bring the sword out. I know where he lives. Like, I could... Okay, I'm joking. But my point is, self-love is something I'm very familiar with anyway. Like, I love who I am. Again, my ex cannot relate. But just because I love who I am doesn't mean there are things that I can't heal. There are a lot of things I need to heal. There are a lot of things that I want to do, and I'd like to do them alone. If that's what's meant to be. If it's not, cool. But again, if you're in a similar situation to me, trust me, be alone. Just do it. Unless you've met someone really great like I have. In which case, don't be alone. But if you're healing from some dickwad who just quite literally could, as Melanie Martinez said, slip on soap, I hope you choke, crack your head, then you know what I'm saying. I'm back. I got cut off because I was speaking for too long. Not surprised. Anyways, still not going to edit this because it doesn't really need it. But I'm going to end this now on the self-love aspect, saying, even if you love yourself, if you've been in something traumatic, because emotional manipulation and abuse, emotional abuse, and being on the end of someone who's narcissistic is trauma, then still take that time to heal those parts of you. I'm lucky enough to be in therapy, and that helps me a shit ton. And I'm lucky enough also to have a really great support system with genuine friends and my family, my immediate family, who support me through everything. And I also have a healthy relationship with myself, where I know I can get through shit days. Not in the moment, but by the end of it, I'm where I can get through shit days. So I think if you have all those things, it's still important to take that time to heal those parts of you that someone else decided to or attempted to fuck up. Because I do feel like my worthiness was destroyed by this person, and I feel like my outlook of myself and relationships was destroyed by this person. And I feel like the guy that I've been dating has helped fix parts of that. Yeah, he has. Like, not just how I see myself, but also my outlook on relationships. He's made me realize that healthy things can exist, and that makes me very happy. And I think he's an angel. Especially after dealing with the devil. Anyone's a fucking angel. But, So yeah, this is the end of the video. I know it was very unhinged. Do I regret saying any of it? No. Was it the last time I'll speak about something like this? Probably not. Not my ex specifically. Fuck that bitch. That loser. But just like the self-love journey and like good dating experiences. There are a lot of men asking to see me, and I'm just like, they're probably going to watch this as well. Now you understand why I'm not texting you so much, babes. It's not you, it's me. I'm joking, I'm not Dick. It is you. I'm joking, it's not. So, yeah. I don't really know. I think the conclusion is dickhead exes will get their karma and they'll never be happy, especially if they're like my ex. And thank God for that. Because they don't fucking deserve it. Good men exist. Healthy relationships exist. And your image of yourself is most important in love. And I don't mean even just like, oh, love yourself first, but like genuinely, if you don't have those worries about yourself or those thoughts about yourself, I think relationships become a lot easier in general. I think if you can see the potential in yourself, someone else seeing the potential in you is not going to be so shocking and makes the relationship far more harmonious. So I think that's my conclusion for today. I'm going to get Starbucks and also some Chinese whilst I do my final online lesson of uni. I've got mail. Really happy. I love getting mail. I actually have such a weird version of OCD because like I genuinely wake up and the first thing I do that I'm excited to do is open my emails and check the letterbox. Don't know what that's about. Anyways, I love you guys. If you watch this, thank you for watching. If you're my ex, truly hope you choke. If you are the guy I'm dating, hi. I'm joking. I'm not shy around you. I was at first, but I'm not anymore. We've had too much. We've had sex. I can't be shy anymore. Anyways, I love you guys, everyone, apart from my ex, because he likes to watch my things and be weird. I actually hate you. So, this is my final piece of advice. Be like David from Schitt's Creek. Life's just more fun when you're like David. That's how I see things. I watched that when I was with my ex. I watched it alone, but I was with him. I don't want to say 2020, but it might be 2021. No, it was 2020. It was 2020. Whoo, long time ago. And it just put me in the best place ever. I'm rewatching it with my mum. She's finally watching it. It took her 3 years. And it's just, it never gets old. It's just the best show ever. So, be like David. David doesn't give a fuck about anything. In a good way. He's also kind of dumb. Being dumb is fun. Don't have to be blonde to be dumb. Although most blondes are dumb. Anyways, I'm ranting. I mean, kind of the point of this fucking video. Anyways, I'm going to go get some Chinese in Starbucks and do my last online lesson of uni. This is a warning for any other man that wants to come near me. I have 2. I love you guys. I will see you in the next video. Bye.